In a country far, far away, there were two sisters, famous for their arrogance and jealousy. They were so jealous of their sister, Beauty, that there was nothing they wouldn't do to have her beauty and happiness. That day, as the sisters were getting ready to go to the piano recital that Beauty was going to give, they started to argue, as usual.
Ugh! Why did you take my comb again?
First of all, it's not yours, it's Beauty's. And secondly, even if you comb it, your hair doesn't look like anything good.
Finally, when the comb broke and there was nothing left to fight, the sisters started making plans to upset Beauty. On the other hand, the evil witch Rosa, who lived in a huge castle, looked at her ugly face in the mirror and threw the dried roses in her hand to the ground.
Ugh, they just don't work. I'll be ugly forever.
Even when the witch Rosa was a young witch, everyone made fun of her ugliness. She tried thousands of spells and magics, but she couldn't get any better. One day, while she was about to crush the roses in her garden and make perfume to remove her ugly smell, her cat Mir got tangled in her feet, and the bowl of crushed roses fell over the witch's head. At that moment, the big moles on her face were gone. Her fluffy and ugly hair had become like silk.
Huh? My nose! My hair! My hands! I'm beautiful! Mir, look! I'm beautiful now!
The witch Rosa, who found a way to become beautiful, would wake up early every morning and cast the spell until a prince came and plucked the roses in her garden. While Rosa was covering her mirror with a sheet, she heard a crack. Two sisters, Barbara and Bianca, jostled through the castle door.
Is this the witch Rosa's castle? Hey! Is there anyone there?
The jealous sisters of Beauty were very frightened when they suddenly met the witch in the hall of the castle.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
The sisters complained to the witch that Beauty was living a life she did not deserve, and that they wanted to end her happiness at today's piano recital.
So what do you want from me?
Cast a spell on her. Let her be fat like a ball, so that the prince will not want her.
Ugh, but the prince will love her even if she's fat.
Then let's imprison her on the top of the mountain with 7 caves.
Ugh, but the prince will find her there too.
When the sisters couldn't agree on a kind of decision and continued to argue, the witch Rosa cast a spell with her hand to silence them. She took a purple bottle from the potion cabinet and held it in the hand of one of the sisters.
Drop 3 drops of this potion onto Beauty's piano. Then you can thank me.
The sisters left excitedly. It was evening. Beauty saw her sisters come to the piano recital too.
Barbara, Bianca, my dear sisters, I missed you so much. We might have missed you too, maybe. How small is your house?
Small? This is a palace, though.
And the piano is too old, huh?
Not old, actually. Antique. And very valuable.
When Beauty was away, Barbara secretly took the potion out of her pocket and handed it to Bianca. And Bianca dropped 3 drops of the elixir on Beauty's piano. Beauty did not realize this. came and started playing the piano. Black smoke appeared around her. The song that was playing suddenly turned into a loud noise. Beauty was banging on the piano keys with everyone's astonished stares. Prince Richard tried to calm Beauty, but failed. All the guests left the palace in shock. The sisters also happily went to the room reserved for them. The next day, Beauty started yelling again at everyone she saw.
Princess, what happened to you? What's wrong?
What happened? Isn't it enough to be married to a beast? Oh!
Prince Richard was very upset by what Beauty had said, as if his good-hearted, gentle princess was gone. Instead, a cruel, angry woman came. Beauty was firing a cook, a gardener, a maid with a new excuse every day. The sisters were watching with pleasure and waiting in their rooms in the palace for the day when the prince would leave Beauty.
I wonder if this palace remains for me when the prince leaves Beauty.
As I am the elder, both the palace and the prince are my right.
On the day Prince Richard was fixing the keys of the piano, he noticed an empty potion bottle lying under the piano.
Oh no! What if this bottle…
Picking up the potion bottle, he knew it was the work of the witch Rosa. Immediately, he got on his horse and set off for the witch's castle. The castle door opened with a bang, and Prince Richard entered.
What do you want from us, witch? Why did you cast a spell on Beauty?
It wasn't me who did it. It was Beauty's sisters.
The prince desperately asked the witch Rosa how he could fix this.
I will break the spell. Only if you give me something to bring back my beauty.
Prince Richard took the wish necklace that he always carried with him, the only memory of his mother, from his pocket, and handed it to the witch Rosa. He said she could wish whatever she wanted, but she had to wait for the full moon 3 days later. The witch Rosa took the necklace and hid it in a box. She cast a spell towards the mirror and turned to the prince.
You got what you wanted. I broke the spell on Beauty. But if this necklace doesn't work, fear me, Prince.
The prince happily returned to his palace. He went to Beauty and told her what had happened one by one. And Beauty called all the employees and apologized to all of them. Seeing this, Barbara and Bianca accepted their defeat
Oh, no!
and left the palace. The witch Rosa has not yet realized that beauty and goodness are not outward appearances. Whereas if a person's heart is good, the light on his face is always beautiful.